I'm gonna give it a sec. Good morning, Tom. Morning. How you guys doing? Kind of a really annoying pre-market for borrows on Trade Zero. Everything's really expensive. What's up, John? What's up, Brian? What's up, Big Woo Trader? What's up, John B? Good. Just actually, yeah, I can go ahead and start. Okay, so a few things that I'm gonna go over from watch. I really only had like one or two from watch, and there's some decent gappers. So the first one is KXIN. I keep checking on borrow prices, and there's no shares anymore. It's really annoying. KXIN was like 30 cents a share. CCNC no shares. BIMI was also 30 cents. The only one was MTP that was much cheaper, but it's only up 30%. So, the range on this is not as much as all these other ones. Can't really do anything about that. Which is kind of frustrating. But so KXIN though, if you look the past few days, it's been basically just a short squeeze almost every single day. It basically what it does is it spikes, pulls back, and just kind of traps everyone, like holds a level and then squeezes. Same thing yesterday or on Friday. Squeezed everyone, came down, trapped everyone, held a base though, and then same exact move again, and then we get the squeeze. So now it's like the price, it's faded, it's coming back down. So I'm expecting 350s to be an issue, and for that to be kind of the top, and then fade it. But again, 30 cents per share for borrows. So at this point, I'm at this point, there's no, like, I'm not, like, I want to trade it. It's a good setup, but it's expensive. At least half of my profit is going to go towards borrows. So I'm not just giving money away to my broker for no reason. Then the other one was HTZ that was on watch. And this one's a really good one. This is a weird little candle. You get that sometimes, but basically, if you just look at the daily, we had insane volume on Friday, 1 billion. It offered a great short in the morning, and it offered a great long in the afternoon. And I kind of missed the dips that I wanted to get to go long. I was like getting coffee or something. But it was a really nice lawn too, into the close. But you can see just loads of resistance here. I'm sure a lot of this volume is only tops out at like 400, 500, 600 million, but this is spread out through like a week or two. So you don't just count this one day. You also got to count these multiple days, and just add them all up together. So you get a few billion of resistance. And that's why it's probably not performing as hot as I kind of was expecting it to. It's kind of found a top here in the threes. 270 is obviously the key level. You can see like quadruple top here almost, basically. Actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And then it's having the same issue here now. This would have been a great entry here in the 270s into this pop in a VWAP. I didn't see this actually. But I'm gonna kind of wait for the open though, because we are still a lot of volume. It's gonna be trading a lot less volume though today than it did on Friday, so that helps out with my short thesis. However, if it still holds this base here, I think it may, and a possibility of it trapping shorts into this pop. reclaiming 270s and going higher, because we still have room to like $3-4 to the upside. So still room, but at the moment this chart is failing, so you got to assume that it's failing. So the edge right now is on the short side. John says it's KXIN is not even available on Centerpoint. That's crazy. Yeah, bars are getting tougher nowadays. More competition. It sucks, but it is what it is. Just deal with it, I guess, for me. Just can't really complain. I can't really do anything about it. I'm not a broker, but it does suck a lot. So those are my only two that I have from the watch on Friday that I was looking at, and then let's go into gappers. Let's see if there's also has a descending flag pattern. Are you talking about KXIN? I don't honestly care about flag patterns or wedges or triangles. I don't look at it, like that doesn't tell me anything. I don't trade off at any of that. I look at big picture, and then I look at trends, and I follow the trend, because the trend is your friend, and that is always true. And then if the trend breaks, then you're gonna get reversals. I don't like getting chopped around with these little minute patterns. Yeah, I don't care too much about those things. CCNC, this is a nice gapper, honestly. It's kind of just mid-range right now, but it's it's hitting into these key levels of you got 280s and 3s. Again, let me check right now though if anything has changed with borrows, but I had no shares available. CCNC. I don't think there's any shares are 38 cents. So again, ridiculous pricing. So I can't really trade this. I mean, I can still go over I'm not even gonna go over a plan on this one, because it's a fresh chart, low float. This can really honestly do anything it wants. But there's also no borrows, so if I'll wait for the open, see if if we get after it shows what it's gonna do for the day, if it's gonna dump, and if it's over or if it's gonna keep going, then I'll check again on locates. But for now, I don't have any locates on that. Bimi's a nice ripper. So for now, Bimi doesn't really have a ton of volume weighted resistance, and it can make big moves, which is nice. Now we got a couple of people trade at lawn in the room, and they made good money on it, so congrats to those dudes. So it definitely does have range on low volume. So at this point, 14 mil volume pre-market, we may see a very nice move to the upside out of the open. Plus there's definitely gonna be newsletters in this. Ross is definitely gonna be in this. But I mean, just trade off of the key levels. If it breaks down, it breaks down. If it keeps going, then it keeps going. But right now, it's kind of been a slow grind. This has not really gone parabolic. You can see this rejection here, which is nice. Let me see if Bimi locates have changed at all. Come on. One sec, I'm trying to load these locates. It's like being slow. Okay, there's no shares either on that, which is annoying, obviously. But nice rejection here. But I would say this level here at 380, it was key here, was support here, and so I would say that if it's holding this 380, 390, it's still front side. If it breaks, you know, this VWAP level, you know, this 380 and VWAP level, then it's probably backside. So it's like a coin flip right now. So it's like trying to figure out what it wants to do at this point. MTP, this one will be nice if we can get some kind of push, you know, but you know, this one's only up 25% now. It's going even lower. But you can see that on big volume, on the days that it's gapped, it's had nice morning pushes. You know, this one went from 4 to 7, so an 80% morning spike, which is nuts. This one went from 270s to 440s, 270, so like a little over 100, right? If I'm doing the math right, 270 would be, yeah, that's like 100% move, a little bit over. So this is a huge morning spike on also on big volume. So today we don't have that big volume. It's only 6 mil pre-market. Chart's broken down clearly. So I mean, I would like to take any morning spike. Like obviously it's not going to be a 80% move or 100% move in the morning out of the open, but we might see a 10, 15, 20% spike. And you know, if it's at if it opens at like 250, let's just say, then maybe a 260, 270, 280 push would be somewhere I would look to short and size into. And that's it. Let's see if there's anything that's changed on the gap scan. EDSA, I don't think I saw EDSA. Low volume. This would, you know, if this had gap to like $12 on like 5 million volume pre-market, this would be really nice. But you know, I'll keep this actually on watch. This might be a nice bounce short into like into the open or something. Like out of the open, we might get some volume coming, or maybe midday or something. So I'll keep this one on watch. But if you can just see, you know, we have a lot of resistance here up. You know, probably I'm gonna say like there's probably a lot of people in the 12 range. So I'll keep that on watch. But I think that is honestly it. Kind of a disappointing morning because of borrows. I'll keep checking though. Yeah, nothing's really changing for borrows. So I mean, HTZ is the only one that's, you know, decently priced, but that's because its float is, ooh, that's interesting. Do they come out with any? That float was different. Hold on. So on Friday, this float showed 101 million. It's showing 152. So they are definitely, if that is accurate, that means they are definitely diluting and raising money. I mean, why wouldn't they, right? Like they're a bankrupt company. You know, sure, they received 1.6 billion money, but why wouldn't they want more to keep going? Because I'm pretty sure that 1.6 is not going to last them for very long. Okay, this is not shown very accurately. So don't exactly know, but that's just that's very interesting to see. Okay, guys, I don't really have much else. You know, HTZ is probably going to be the only one I'm going to be trading just because it's the only one that's a decent price for the borrows. But let me look if there's any questions, and then I'll probably end up just signing off. Let's see. Gorkim, do you scale in your positions or one shot, one kill? I scale in. I used to do one shot, one kill when I was under PDT, but not anymore. Brian, KXIN 1 mil float. There's KXIN. It's probably actually 11 mil float. It's probably not 1 mil. There's like there's some kind of there's different things show differently on a KXIN. Some show 1 mil, some show more than that. But I actually think it's more like 11. Don, never go full scale, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, in and out. I kind of disagree with that when you say never. That's how I traded when I was under PDT, and I did well. I would not say, now my strategy has obviously evolved, but if you're under PDT, you can only do, most of the time you can only do 1 shot, 1 kill. I would say on the short side, yes, it is a little bit more tough to do 1 shot, 1 kill. However, if you're going long, I would probably just do 1 shot. Julian, anything on Wimmy? Not really. I was expecting a little bit more. Maybe I was thinking we could get a breakout, but this will probably actually break out of this, and probably, I mean, eventually we're gonna have a $15 move. I just don't know when that is. I thought maybe it would be here today, but on a nice gap, but no, it's not coming today. Let's see. An NDM could be a short into yesterday's double top at 6. I don't trade stuff like NDM. Not because of, it doesn't fit my market cap or float. It does. But once a stock starts to slowly grind up for multiple, like this move right here, beginning was end of September. This move I did trade, but this stuff I will not trade. This is kind of like VVPR or GoGo, or some of these other ones that just move slowly, and those aren't really very good day trades. Unless we get a huge parabolic move, then sure. But like this, huge parabolic move, very nice day trade, very nice day trade here. But once you start getting this slow action, it's not a good day trade. If I was up earlier, would I have taken MTP pre-market starter? Yeah, I would have. There's a lot of volume weighted resistance. So if I was up earlier, I would probably short into this 3 push, and then I would have added under VWAP here to this little pop. But yeah, I'm not up early enough, so I missed that trade. Paul, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, Don, yeah, like it all depends. I mean, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I will take 1/10, 1/10, 1/10, 1/5, 1/3, all in. Like it all just depends on the setup. It's kind of tough to say. You just kind of gotta like figure out what works for you. I would not say that there's, and it also depends on the pattern too. Like first red days, when you just short into red green or previous day high, it's it might be a good idea to go 1 shot, because you're probably not going to get that morning spike high at day anymore. You're going to get lower pops, and it's going to keep fading. So you're going to ruin your average, because you already have a clear risk, which is the previous day high or the red to green move. So might as well just go 1 shot and then risk that, and then use your risk. But when you're playing gappers, yeah, it's probably better to just try to scale in and stuff, because they're more dangerous, and they're a little more unpredictable. Thoughts on crypto? I don't have thoughts on crypto. Eddie, hey brother, join the room today. Looking forward to learning from you. You've come far, bro. Well done. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Eddie. It's good to have you in the room. All right, guys, I'm gonna sign off. Get ready for the open. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.